Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Maximize Your Potential Talk Show. I'm your host, Gertrude J. Chapman, and it's such a wonderful day, y'all, to be alive. There's so much excitement in the air. I've been talking to my colleagues, and, we've been talking about this upcoming course and this book collaboration and the different things that is going on at this present time. And we've been so inundated with different emails and phone calls and different things wanting to know about this course that's coming up. You know, this course has to do with building your self-confidence and self-esteem. And it consists of 12 units. And it's something that you could take at your own pace. And it's basically going to take you from different stages to answer the questions that maybe you have been asking, or to take you through the processes of getting rid of low self esteem and low self confidence. Because according to stats, it says that 79% of women suffer from a general form of low self confidence and low self esteem. So each day, I'm bringing forward different ways to look at low self esteem and low self confidence. And that's why it's called the faces of low self confidence and low self esteem. And today, I'm going to be talking about this particular subject. In a group, you don't speak up. If you ever find yourself in a group and you're not speaking up, maybe you're thinking that your input sounds dumb and you don't want people to look at you in a certain type of way. You may even feel like you don't have any ideas flowing through your mind. When you are asked to participate in a group, you just sit there and you don't participate. Or, like I said, you think, something's dumb. Your input will be dumb. So you keep quiet. You remain silent. And it's not something that happens one time, but each time you are involved in a group situation. Have you ever thought about that? You know, and you really, you shy back from it. But sometimes you may find yourself in the midst of a group, and this is what happens. Or you may feel like you're out of somebody's league, that they're more superior to you, and you feel inferior. Has that ever happened to you? Have you ever thought about why it's happening to you? Why you feel a certain way? You could even be unsociable, you know? You don't like to socialize. What's holding you back? What's making you feel uncomfortable? What have you allowed to come into your life to make you feel like you don't fit, or you're an outsider, or even this, you're the black sheep of the family? I want you to think about that, because that's something that people say about themselves. Oh, I'm the black sheep. Nothing ever goes right for me. What makes you think that way? How do you see yourself? And why do you see yourself a certain type of way? You know, fear of being looked down upon. I want you to think about that. Do you have a fear of being looked down upon or ridiculed, or feeling that you're at the bottom? Hiding behind a facade. You know, there's many people that put on that face. But inside, and when they're alone, it's a whole different ball game. Sometimes people could be in the midst of a crowd, a room full of many people, and feel like they're isolated, feel like they don't fit, they don't belong, there's no place for them. And why is that? No, not having the ideas running through their minds, where they could only see things in a narrow way. These are some of the things to think about and look back and see, why do you feel this way? Why do you think this way? Why do you act a certain way? And these are some of the things that will be available in this course. Building your self-esteem and self-confidence. Because like I say, ladies, we have our hands in so many things. And we always come through with it. But when it comes to us, why is there that struggle? Why is there that way of thinking? What is holding you back from maximizing your potential? So if you would like more information about this course that's coming up, that's launching right after Labor Day, get the information that's scrolling at the bottom of the screen. bit.ly/I am unapologetically me. Again, that's bit.ly/I am unapologetically me. Because your self-esteem and your self-confidence is very important. And if you've been going, around the same mountain over and over again, year in and year out, and you desire to make that change, here is the perfect opportunity where you could dive in and be truthful with yourself, to educate yourself, to overcome these things. And y'all, it's not hard to do. It's not hard to do, not one bit. It's all very self-explanatory, and there's questions there. There's things that you should answer, and be honest with yourself to overcome these things that may be holding you back. So once again, get the information that's scrolling at the bottom of the screen. bit.ly/I am unapologetically me. And enroll in this course. Like I said, it's 12 units that you take on your own pace. And today I've been discussing, you're in a group, but you don't speak up. And why do you fail to speak up? So once again, I thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to tune in today to this broadcast of Maximizing Your Potential. And again, I'm your host, Gertrude J. Chapman. I want you to remember this. This is your time. This is your season. This is your turning point. So have a great rest of your day.